This afternoon at 4:30, I don't need to tell you this, the cost of living is getting more and more expensive these days. Prices for everyday goods are on the rise as inflation soared 7% in 2021, the biggest increase in nearly 40 years, according to the U.S. Labor Department. Joining us live this afternoon is Leah Hartman, the finance program coordinator at the University of New Haven. Leah, thank you very much for being here today. I know you were in the Washington Post today talking about this issue, which is obviously impacting so many people right now. Why is that? What's happening here?
Well, you're absolutely right, Mark. It's hitting everyone, regardless of your income level or where you live. So particularly, we're seeing at the gas pump, gas prices were up over 30% last year. Used cars, right? People are coming back to work post-COVID. Used car and used truck prices up 30%, according to that same statistic source, U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. So food in particular, protein sources, it can be transportation, as you mentioned in your prior segment. It can be labor shortages, but the demand's out there, the dollars are being spent, but we're having a hard time getting our hands on the product.
I think it can be so confusing, for myself, for a lot of people when they think about this, because it just seemed to have kind of happened out of nowhere over the past few months. And correct me if I'm wrong, but, a lot of people now find themselves dealing with things when they go to the grocery store, chicken, maybe $2, $3 more per pound. What drove those prices up, so quickly?
Well, you're right about that. So I just came from the store this week and felt the same pinch to my wallet. We're seeing protein sources up, chicken up, beef, raw beef is up over 12%. And it really seemed to happen, noticing it as a consumer in this fourth quarter of 21. But we continue to see it here in January. So again, I think labor shortages, transportation issues, we have to truck that beef and those poultry products to the grocery store, all those costs. And again, thinking about energy costs, that trucking or those transportation have to buy fuel. So if fuel's up 30%, the consumer's going to find it, whether they're buying, a bag of chips or buying a chicken.
Any hope that this could get better anytime soon?
Well, I do think we will see some easing, but perhaps not until mid-year. The really good news is that consumer confidence remains quite high. December saw out of the University of Michigan's Consumer Confidence Index a jump beyond expectations, and that's remained strong. So we'll be looking for continued consumer confidence levels remaining high. The economy is strong. It's tough out there. It certainly, we feel it in the lower income families where they're paying a higher proportionate share to fuel and to food costs, but we're all feeling it. So I think the positives, we have a positive growing economy and strong consumer confidence.
All right, Leah Hartman from the University of New Haven, thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. We appreciate your time and your expertise.
Thank you so much, Mark.
Take care.